All right, I'm going live to talk about something. I'm a licensed residential mortgage loan officer, Ron Toy, and I had a client today text me and was dealing with a ton of junk mail. So if you have recently closed on a house, just know that the recording of the deed is public information. So you're going to get inundated with junk mail. And so what I wanted to do is hop on live and show my clients and show the people that follow me a place you can go to kind of help reduce the amount of junk mail, junk text, junk emails, junk, all the shit, and get that fixed up. And so this right here, optoutprescreen.com, is huge. Now, when you do this, everybody, this will help save you from getting junk mail in the mail. So I was talking to one of my clients earlier. Thank you for everyone who's joined. They were getting, because I'm a loan officer, and when you close on a deal, your mortgage, the deed being recorded is public info. And so they're getting all this junk mail sent to their house, and it's freaking inundating them, and they're feeling overwhelmed. I'm like, hey, go on optoutprescreen.com, opt out of the electronic communication, but also opt out of the mail. But you have to mail that in. So I'll move out the screen out the way so you can see this right here. But save this and screenshot this shit because it's so annoying how much junk mail we all get. And that's the thing I want to talk about today is and ask people's opinion. The amount of public information that is sold to data collection companies is insane. And as a mortgage broker, it's annoying because like when you pull somebody's credit, there's so many of these sleazy companies that pay for that data because like Equifax, TransUnion, they'll sell your data to these data mining companies. And so they will, you know, just now you're getting text messages from everybody. Now you're getting emails, you're getting everything because your public data is stuff that they can commoditize. And so, like when you go on Zillow, Redfin, all these, they're trying to collect data to sell it to these companies that buy it. I think that's trash, and I don't know why it's allowed. But my client texted me like, "Hey, Ron, this looks like something from your company." I was like, "Nope. Look at the fine print." If a company needs to use all this little teeny tiny fine print, then maybe they're just trying to deceive. But this right here, let me move out the way in case for everybody that's joining. If you have any questions, let me know. But how many of you are getting crazy amounts of junk mail sent to you, text messages, emails? It's it's screwed up and I hate it. And so I'm like, let me go on live to talk to people so they know how to help get that taken away and to reduce that. Let me get this off the background because it's fucking me up with my brain with my chair right here. How do I take this off? Background. Ink. All right. Get off. I don't know what I just did. All right, bam. Nothing. Fixed it. So yeah, optoutprescreen.com. You want to get on that. I think I have it on the live sticker. But yeah, just answering questions. But just when I got that message from my client, I was like, all right, I got to make a post about this. I've got to do a live about it and also to share some behind the scenes because it's so sorry, I'm trying not to swear because I don't want to get off this, get booted off of this thing. But it gets my freaking Irish up when I get these kind of text messages and stuff from people that are just enjoying and they don't know. And they're like, hey, it says this person is reaching out, this person. It's all fake. It's all BS. When you buy a house and you close, the recording of the deed is public information. And there's companies like ADT and all these other ones, Home Depot, that will pay to get all the data for everybody who closes in a certain county or a certain zip code so that they can mass market, mass email, mass all this crap. And it's like, man, imagine if we cared about privacy as much as we should in this country and stopped selling people's data. And they say it's public data, but who benefits from this public aggregation of data? And why do corporations want it so much? They're lazy. They don't need to depend on relationships and communications. I'm like, fuck it. And it's like, I'm going to tell people what is going on out here so they can fix it. Optoutprescreen.com. I don't work for them. I'm a mortgage broker. I like to help clients get the financing they need to purchase residential real estate. But like, this goes beyond mortgage and real estate. It's like, this is something that really is a pet peeve of mine. I do not like that corporations are allowed to sell our data to companies and there's companies that buy this. It's like pathetic in my opinion. But have anybody in the comments and people that are joining experienced that? Has anyone done that or felt that weird, awkward pressure of all of this inundation of mail, it's just insane to me. Yeah, so talking live, also wanted to go over the market because again, every day I want to make sure people are updated about the market so they are aware, especially as interest rates are coming down. I mean, depending on the program and type, we're looking at in the fives again. And so a lot of people put off buying or selling their home because of the where rates were. Because at the height of the rates back in 2023, around October, interest rates were near 8%. Well, now we're in the high fives, low sixes again, and it's looking great. The market right now is currently up 18 basis points. We're at 101.06, which is awesome on the 5-year UMBS 30-year fixed coupon. It's what everybody's pretty much trading on. Everybody's talking about the Fed fund rate getting cut on the 18th of September. We know that they've baked in about a 25 basis point cut, but we're hoping for 50, maybe higher. We'll see. I'll keep you posted. But yeah, everything's looking great. 10-year treasuries down to 3.75, which is awesome. The lower that number, the lower rates. The higher the number on the UMBS 30-year 5.5 coupon, the lower the rates. They have an inverse relationship. Also wanted to answer questions, but yeah, when I got that message, I'm like, I got to talk to people. I've got to put it out there. Remember this, optoutprescreen.com. Go there now and opt out of the electronic stuff. You can print off and mail in the form to stop receiving junk mail. And I think it's for 5 years, but still, like 5 years of peace is worth every second it takes to print that form out, fill it out, and mail it in. Because I don't get the junk mail anymore. And I'm so happy that I found that and I use it myself. I'm like, and I need to make sure I share it with people because again, it's insane that there's so many companies out here buying public data that's aggregated by counties and different things. And we don't even realize it as consumers most of the time, how much of our private, we think it's private, but it's actually, they call it public information is just around the world. And if you want to stop getting that junk mail, if you want to stop getting the stupid stuff mailed to you and emailed to you and text you, opt out pre-screen. That's coming from a mortgage banker who's helping people get property. I know how weird it is when you close on a home and all of a sudden you're getting all this mail. And what's even worse is they make it look like it's coming from your lender. But at the very fine print, they're like, not affiliated with the bank or your mortgage lender and all this other stuff. It's like, that's fucking sketchy. Like, don't do that shit. Like, leave people alone. If you are a good business and you have good, quality customer service and all this other stuff, you're going to get clients. If you got to mass mail and mass market and buy data from credit bureaus and counties for a recording of deed, maybe your business isn't as great as you think it is. And that's just my opinion. But if you've gotten inundated with junk mail and you've seen an uptick in that, opt out pre-screen. Let me put it up on the screen for the people that joined. It's in the little stickery wizard thing. I don't know what the heck it's called, but let me see. How do I get that back up? Background. There we go. Let's get a little bit more screen. So yeah, opt out pre-screen. I'll get my ass out the way. You go on the website, you click that button, and you start the process. Screenshot this if you need it. Opt out pre-screen. Help you reduce the amount of junk you get in the mail. But I wanted to come on here and talk about it because, like I said earlier, if you're just now joining, I had a client text me worried because it looked like they put in the words like in the mailers that they got, like from my company, which is Cross Country. And I highlighted for her on the bottom. I was like, look, right here, it says it's not. But I warned her that this stuff was going to be coming. And what's crazy, like when you close on a house, you'll get stuff that's like, oh, we're affiliated with the title company. No, they're not. They just know because the deed was recorded and they just try every which way they can to make it sound official. And that's deceptive, in my opinion, deceptive trade practices. And I hate it. And if you're a mortgage banker or a broker or a realtor in the comments or in the live, go ahead and put it in the comments and talk about it. But it's nuts. And especially why this is important now is as people are getting ready for the rates to continue to come down and as they will through the rest of the year and into 2025, what's going to happen for current homeowners is they're going to be blasted with marketing shiny stuff on trying to get you to refinance or sell your house. And you're getting horrible customer service reps that some of them aren't even licensed. They're operating under the license of the company. It sucks. Hey, nice to meet you. But yeah, so that's why I want to be on this live and share this information so that you're not getting screwed over by um, junk mailers. But yeah, optoutprescreen.com. Go there. I'm a licensed residential mortgage loan officer. Been doing it about 10 years, helped about 2,000 families with their home investment journey. And now I'm on this live. And technically, I don't like social media. I'm a very private person, but I got tired of people getting taken advantage of and getting screwed over by people, and because people who actually care are too not necessarily intimidated or can't be burdened with actually joining or going on social media. I don't even know how this shit works most of the time. I have to like you guys watch me fumble around trying to put backgrounds up and all the other stuff. I'm learning though, and so that's why I'm here, because I know how important it is. I've done this. I invest myself. I'm not some special person. I'm just a regular dude. And I'm here to share information to help you get aligned with what makes sense. And that's what I'm here for. And I am not for everyone. I'm not going to sugarcoat the shit. I'm going to tell you right the way it is. That's who I am. You don't like it? Unfollow me or don't be on my live. It's cool. The markets are what they are. I share all the time about home price appreciation. Nobody, and I'm sometimes when you're flipping through this app, you're like, who should I watch on a live? There's certain people I'll entertain or look at or watch their lives. I'm like, I just let it rip, and it is what it is. I'm a mortgage loan officer, but I like more stuff than that. But I'm trying to help people because I see what's a wave coming to our country because of corporations and private equity who have tons of freaking money that want to buy up all the residential real estate. And you got to understand this is about control. And I'm not just saying this as like some fucking tinfoil hat person. I'm telling you as a person in the business who makes his living helping people get the money they need to invest in residential real estate. I see what is happening. When last year, 40% in most areas, properties that were sold to investors and private equity. They have goals by 2030 to own 30 to 40% of all the residential real estate in our country. The problem with that, not only is it like, I don't think private equity should have any space in residential mortgage, but the problem with that is they don't turn property over like a normal person. Normal person buys a house, they're in it 2, 3, 6 years, and then it's back on the market. So that inventory hits the market for, which helps control price appreciation, which we want to see appreciation. It's an investment. 2/3 of the wealth we have in our country is tied to our homes, right? But when you start to see growth at 19, 20%, and I'll pull that up. Let me see what the background. Forgive me, it takes a second. Again, I'm window licker level status on technology. So here we are. I wish I could organize folders for like my live slides, but it is what it is. Just be patient with me while I flip through this stupid thing. Looking for that slide. There we are. I bring this up on most of my lives. And if you ever missed the early part, you can go on my YouTube. It's there. It's in the profile. But let me move my freaking fat head out of the way. All right. This is the home price appreciation data since 1942 in the United States. 2023, home prices went up between 5 and 7%. This is home price appreciation data. Think about the wars, recessions, gas shortages, rationing we experienced throughout our country's history. The only times home prices went down was 2007 through 11 and one time in 1990 by 1%. What happened in 2007 through 11? We overbuilt. Population, if you look at the data, we know what it is. Sometimes talk about data is boring. This is why it's important, because when you look on cash return, if you use $10,000 to buy, let's say in a hypothetical scenario, 10,000 shares of a stock, and that stock goes up 10%, which we all want to see 10% return, right? And index funds over the last 30 years have averaged about a 10+% rate of return. Means in that year you made $1,000. Great. But if you use that same $10,000 to get into a property, let's say a $300,000 home, and you did it in, let's look at the year, in 2020, in that 1 year, your home went up 10%. So do you make money on the value of the home? So now that home's worth $330,000. So on your $10,000 investment, you made $30,000. You have 300% return. Like, who doesn't want to have that level of return on their money? It's